By 1987, our household was a daily orchestra of competing needs, conflicting voices, and constant motion. Alarm clocks buzzed at intervals, cereal bowls clinked on the counter, and the washing machine never seemed to rest. Backpacks were flung across hallways, socks vanished without explanation, and every morning felt like a small miracle if everyone made it out the door with the right shoes on. Lydia was in high school now, taller, sharper, louder than the little girl who used to whisper bedtime stories back to me in Cantonese. She had become a force of nature, leading debate teams, scribbling furious thoughts in spiral notebooks, and quoting writers I'd never read. Her essays tackled race, gender, and justice with a boldness I both admired and worried over. One evening after dinner, she sat down at the kitchen table with her elbows propped on her government textbook and said, "I want to study political science. Maybe law, maybe activism." I smiled, but my stomach twisted. Not because I doubted her, she had always been capable, but because I had seen what the world did to women who looked like us when they dared to speak too loudly. Would people listen to her? Would they take her seriously? Not just as a student, but as an Asian American woman. Still, I said, then be the one who makes them listen. Aaron was beginning middle school. He moved through the world with quiet curiosity, never rushing, always thinking. He loved puzzles and poetry, sci-fi novels, and pixelated video games. He often sat with his thoughts longer than I thought possible for a boy his age. One night he came into the kitchen while I was peeling garlic and asked, "Do I have to be Chinese and American at the same time?" I paused. The question wasn't asked with rebellion, but with genuine uncertainty. I wanted to give him an answer that would plant confidence, not confusion. "You already are," I said, "just by being you." He nodded slowly, then left the room, as if my answer was enough, for now. Jay, of course, was a world of her own. Just 5 years old, but already walking like she had something to prove. She corrected her teachers when they got facts wrong, even if it earned her a trip to the principal's office. She wore mismatched socks on purpose, insisted on neon leggings, and rollerbladed around the block with the neighbor boys, usually faster than them. She once tugged on my sleeve during Chinese New Year and pointed to the red banners taped to our front door. "Why does it look so old-fashioned?" "They're traditional," I explained. She rolled her eyes with exaggerated flair and skated away. I laughed, but I also understood. Jay was growing up in a different America than I had. Her world was louder, flashier, more individualistic. She didn't feel the need to blend in like I once did. She questioned everything. She didn't want to inherit culture, she wanted to edit it. Each of my children moved through identity in their own way. Lydia with conviction, Aaron with contemplation, Jay with challenge. And I moved alongside them, trying not to force my answers into their questions, even when I feared where their curiosity might lead. At night, when the house finally quieted, I'd sit with Leslie, both of us worn out from work, parenting, and the weight of everything we couldn't control. He'd hold my hand and ask, "Are we doing enough?" I never knew how to answer that, but I knew this. Our children were growing into people who questioned, who thought, who stood their ground. They were becoming themselves. And maybe that meant we were doing okay after all.